and welcome to Crystal Best Fitness. I'm Crystal Best and I'm on a journey to get to my goal weight this year of anywhere between 135 to 140 pounds. I am currently 164 pounds again. As per my last weigh-in, which was yesterday. So listen, I have been on this great June challenge. I'm really happy. So what I would say, anyway, let me just finish my intro. So I am 164 pounds coming down from 192 pounds, which I weighed on the 1st of January this year. That's 28 pounds down in just about 6 months. And I am also coming down from an ultimate high of 225 pounds, which I was last year, February. So I really and truly, for the last year and about 4 months, lost 61 pounds, very much so intentionally. Very hardworking. If you go back to my lives, then you see how hard I work and exercise and eat healthy. So I am 164 pounds. Again, I've been 164 pounds for about 2 weeks now. I was 165 on the 3rd, 164 on the 10th, and 164 on the 17th. Now, I could still get to 160 on the 31st because I have exactly 2 more weeks in this month, and I'm going to try to push to get that weight loss. Not killing myself, of course, but just, being very sort of cognizant of what I eat and keeping it really tight and healthy. My aim with my June challenge was to be 159 pounds, which is my next goal. Remember, I told you when I'm on a weight loss journey, I give myself bite-sized pieces of goals, because 50 pounds seems like so much. So if you cut that up into 5 sets of 10 pounds or 4 sets of 15 pounds, that'll be 12 and a half pounds. 12 and a half pounds, it will be better for you because every time you reach a goal, you get to celebrate and, yay, I've done something and achieved something. So, when I started on the 1st of January, when I started the 1st of January, I was 192 pounds. The first goal I made for myself was to get into the 70s. So that's like about a 12-pound weight loss. So I know I wanted to be between 135 to 140 pounds, but that's losing 52 to 57 pounds. And that is a lot of weight. So I said, listen, get into the 70s. Once I got to the 70s, I said to myself, listen, okay, try to get into the 60s. Now that I'm in the 60s, my next goal is to get to 159. Why specifically 159? Because I follow the body mass index. The body mass index gives you a range. And I know not everyone falls into it because we have different body types. My body type falls into that range because I can tell you when I get to 159, how I look, how I feel, it's just, I'm the healthiest. And I definitely cannot get to 118 pounds. My range for my healthy weight is from 118 to 159 pounds. I am going to be 140 pounds. I'm not ignoring you, BOULT 23. I just don't know any hair removal creams because I don't use hair removal creams. I use a machine to remove the hair from my legs. So I'm sorry, I don't know about any hair removal creams. Maybe since you are online, maybe you could go on Google and Google about hair removal creams, okay? I'm sorry I can be more helpful to you. But what I'm talking about is weight loss. I don't do anything hair removal. I don't do anything beauty. I do health and fitness, all right? Sorry. So what I want you to do is give yourself bite-sized pieces of goals where you could achieve small goals. Every 10 pounds, make it a big deal to lose 10 pounds. What I want you to do also is to be very consistent with your plans. So I will always say, and I will say it every time I tell you about starting a weight loss journey, you get the okay from your doctor, you make a plan. Your plan must include how you plan to eat, how you plan to exercise, and how you're going to monitor and maintain your weight loss. So you're monitoring it by either writing down, or you can get a nice calendar like me and note your weight in the calendar so you can see how you're losing the problem, how you're losing the weight. Now, if you are just now, let me just do something. Right. If you are losing your weight, great, and you're seeing yourself going down based on what you're doing, great. You don't have anything to do, you're doing well. If you're not losing any weight, then you may have to adjust how you eat and how much exercise you do. Because remember, it depends on, you have to eat in a calorie deficit. There's so many things that comes into play with weight loss, right? So you have to be sure to be consistent with your weight loss plans. That is what has gotten me 28 pounds down, because I was very consistent to a fault. Like, I did not play. I'm going to lose this weight. I'm going to lose this weight now. I am going to focus on my goals and my dreams. And focusing on your goals is so important, because if I had a dollar, one little tiny dollar, for every time someone told me, you don't need to lose any more weight, I will be so rich. Like, so rich. But you see, they're not in my body. I know what I need from my body. I know when my body feels best. I know when I feel so. I've met up with a friend. I didn't meet up with a friend yesterday, but during pickup at school, I saw a friend. This is what I look like now, right? This is what I look like now. I don't look bad. I look great. I think I look great. My tummy is almost all the way down. Now I'm wearing a high, but even when I put it down, my tummy is almost all the way down. I don't have a big booty, but I have enough there to whatever. And I have, my waist has come in, and I look fine, right? But I know that I still have 20 pounds to lose. Like, in my legs, if I were to take off my leggings, which I'm not going to, obviously, but my legs, there's a lot of weight still being carried on my legs. There's a lot of weight still being carried on my arms. You can see it. And people just look at you and be like, oh, you look fine. But even though you may look fine, you still may have weight to lose with regards to being as fit. Fitness is something, right? I mean, with regards to your body being tight and sort of, I don't like the word snatched, but snatch, I understand why they use it, because it's like sucked in. And I feel like I still have a lot of work to do on my body with regards to getting to the weight or the goal weight I want to be at. So you have to focus on yourself and your goals and what you want for yourself. And this person is not even a naysayer. They're like, yes, you look great, girl. But I still know that I want to lose, a little more weight to really be in the weight loss, in the category that I want to be in, which is having a healthy BMI. And also, I can tell you, I still have a lot of clothes that are not even coming up my legs, because my legs are huge. I have 24 pounds to lose, let me tell you. Probably 18 of those pounds are in my two legs, because that's where I carry my weight. I don't carry belly weight. I don't have that problem with visceral sort of fat. I have the problem with thigh and hip fat is where I carry my weight. So anyway, I just wanted to just share that with you. Be sure to stay focused. Be sure to stay consistent with your plans and what you planned and how you plan to lose your weight, and you'll be successful. I am so happy to be able to share my journey. Every time I've lost weight in life, I've gotten so many questions from people. How did you do it? And I'm so glad that I can literally be like, listen, check out Christopher's Fitness, and you would see I have recorded my entire process, exactly how I eat. I've shared workouts and how I work out. You'll see how I push myself in my last workout that I share. Oh my gosh, I wanted to die. Okay. But you have to work yourself out to a point where you're very fatigued and tired, to get results that you want to get. So I thank you for logging in. For the persons who've been watching, I really appreciate you. Stephanie, let's do this, girl. So Stephanie, listen. So by the end of this month, let's see if you can get under 260. I really want you to be like about 2, 58. That's 2 pounds in 2 weeks. That's not bad. I want to be 160 at the end of this, 159, and that's 4 pounds, 5 pounds, which is kind of tight, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. Anyway, I as I said, thank you for logging in. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're interested in anything weight loss tips, weight loss motivation, or just to follow my journey. I have 24 pounds to lose, and after I lose this weight, I am not going to stop. I'm not going to leave you. I am going to continue coming in live at least once a week on Wednesday to do weigh-in Wednesday, and then an update on how my maintenance have been going. I'm also going to be sharing, since I wouldn't be having to do a live every day, I'm going to be sharing some of my recipes, meals, and as well as some of my workouts. And I'm going to be working really hard on strength and flexibility. So we're going to try to do splits and all sorts of other cool things. And I will share that on the channel with me, sort of training my body to do those things. So as I said, for people like Stephanie and Anne and Joe and Jesse and June, who were like, I'm joining you and stuff. I'm not going to end and be like, okay, I've lost my weight. Bye. I'm going to be here still for as long as I have health and strength and could focus on my goals and hopefully help you focus on your goals as well. Okay, bye guys.